Leaked. Roadmap for the next phase of the agenda. A leaked documents in Canada has prompted serious questions. Is this leaked information a crazy COVID plan for 2021? Watch and decide for yourself. The document was leaked by a member of the Strategic Planning Committee at the Canadian Prime Minister Office. The document reveals so many disturbing issues about the ongoing pandemic and economic collapse the world is facing. Here is a transcript. Dear, named removed. I want to provide you some very important information. I'm a committee member within the Liberal Party of Canada. I sit within several committee groups, but the information I am providing is originating from the Strategic Planning Committee, which is steered by the Prime Minister Office, or PMO. I need to start off by saying that I'm not happy doing this, but I have to. As a Canadian and more importantly as a parent, who wants a better future not only for my children, but for other children as well. The other reason I am doing this is because roughly 30% of the committee members are not pleased with the direction this will take Canada, but our opinions have been ignored, and they plan on moving forward toward their goals. They have also made it very clear that nothing will stop the planned outcomes. The roadmap and aim was set out by the PMO as follows. 1. Phase in secondary lockdown restrictions on a rolling basis, starting with major metropolitan areas first, and expanding outward. Expected by November 2020 onward. 2. Rush the acquisition of, or construction of, isolation facilities across every province and territory. Expected by December 2020 and early 2021. 3. Daily new cases of COVID-19 will surge beyond capacity of testing, including increases in COVID-related deaths, following the same growth curves. Expected by end of November 2020. 4. Complete and total secondary lockdown, much stricter than the first and second rolling phase restrictions. Expected by end of December 2020 to early January 2021. 5. Reform and expansion of the unemployment program, to be transitioned into the Universal Basic Income Program. Expected by first quarter 2021. 6. Projected COVID-19 mutation or co-infection with secondary virus, referred to as COVID-21, leading to a third wave with much higher mortality rate and higher rate of infection. Expected by February 2021. 7. Daily new cases of COVID-21 hospitalizations, and COVID-19, and COVID-21 related deaths will exceed medical care facilities capacity. Expected first quarter to second quarter 2021. 8. Enhanced lockdown restrictions, referred to as third lockdown, will be implemented. Full travel restrictions will be imposed, including inter-province and inter-city. Expected second quarter 2021. 9. Transitioning of individuals into the Universal Basic Income Program. Expected mid-second quarter 2021. 10. Projected supply chain breakdowns, inventory shortages, large economic instability. Expected late second quarter 2021. 11. Deployment of military personnel into major metropolitan areas, as well as all major roadways to establish travel checkpoints. Restrict travel and movement. Provide logistical support to the area. Expected by third quarter 2021. Along with that provided roadmap, the Strategic Planning Committee was asked to design an effective way of transitioning Canadians to meet an unprecedented economic endeavor. One that would change the face of Canada, and forever alter the lives of Canadians. What we were told was that in order to offset what was essentially an economic collapse on an international scale, that the federal government was going to offer Canadians a total debt relief. This is how it works. The federal government will offer to eliminate all personal debts, mortgages, loans, credit cards, etc., which all funding will be provided to Canada by the International Monetary Fund, IMF, under what will become known as the World Debt Reset Program. In exchange for acceptance of this total debt forgiveness, the individual would forfeit ownership of any and all property and assets forever. The individual would also have to agree to partake in the COVID-19 and COVID-21 vaccination schedule, which would provide the individual with unrestricted travel and unrestricted living even under a full lockdown, through the use of photo identification referred to as Canada's Health Pass. Do you remember ID 2020? Committee members asked who would become the owner of the forfeited property and assets. In that scenario, And what would happen to lenders, or financial institutions? We were simply told, the World Debt Reset Program will handle all of the details. Several committee members also questioned, what would happen to individuals, if they refused to participate in the World Debt Reset Program, or the Health Pass, or the vaccination schedule, and the answer we got was very troubling. Essentially, we were told it was our duty to make sure we came up with a plan, to ensure that would never happen. We were told it was in the individual's best interest to participate. When several committee members pushed relentlessly to get an answer, we were told that those who refused would first live under the lockdown restrictions indefinitely. And that over a short period of time, as more Canadians transitioned into the debt forgiveness program, the ones who refused to participate would be deemed a public safety risk, and would be relocated into isolation facilities. Once in those facilities, they would be given two options: participate in the debt forgiveness program, and be released, or stay indefinitely in the isolation facility, under the classification of a serious public health risk, and have all their assets seized. So, as you can imagine, after hearing all of this, it turned into a heated discussion, and escalated beyond anything I've ever witnessed before. In the end, it was implied by the PMO, that the whole agenda will move forward no matter who agrees with it, or not. That it won't just be Canada, but in fact all nations will have similar roadmaps and agendas. That we need to take advantage of the situations before us, to promote change on a grander scale, for the betterment of everyone. The members who were opposed, and ones who brought up key issues that would arise from such a thing, were completely ignored. Our opinions and concerns were ignored. We were simply told to just do it. All I know is that I don't like it, and I think it's going to place Canadians into a dark future. End of document. This is serious, and any thinking man knows, it is already happening in most parts of the world. The New World Order, and the mark of the beast is no longer in the future. We are living with it now, and everything is playing out in our very eyes. The Bible warned us in the book of Revelation chapter 13, that this is how the world was going to end. Are you standing under the blood-stained banner of King Jesus, or under the black banner of Satan? Make your choice now, choose eternal life. I shall upload another video soon. Do not forget to subscribe, like and share.